The New York Giants finally pay a star. They finally pay a star. 3 years, $36 million for wideout Darius Slayton. Oh, were they needing this? Oh, if only they had a running back that could pair with Darius Slayton for even less money that actually was already on the team. Woohoo! Joe Shane and that front office are cooking, buddy. I can't wait to see what you guys have for us next.
This is too much money to Darius Slayton. This is too much money. Seriously, forget the whole, hey, it was the same amount of money that Saquon was offered last year and signed with the Eagles for. It's a different year. There's a lot more cap space. Forget that for a quick second. Darius Slayton hasn't had over 1,000 yards and you're paying him this much bread. Draft somebody. Let him walk. He's not going to go somewhere and be great. If Darius Slayton went on to do what Saquon did to like a tenth of the degree and went on and had a great year in Pittsburgh or some shit,
yeah,
I wouldn't have been that mad because it's Darius Slayton. They kept him because he was a locker room guy. This is some stupid shit. This is the stupid shit that holds back New York. I'm so over this, man. I'm so over this, Sean.
God, what are you doing? He had 573 yards last year, 2 touchdowns. He had you paid that much money for a guy.
He's never been good.
For 2 touchdowns.
And let me rephrase this. He's always been what he is supposed to be. The 4th receiver on your team. And you're paying him good money. You're paying him $12 million a year.
He's going to be taking balls away from Jalen Hyatt, a guy still pretty unproven in the NFL. They're reducing a high commodity burner wide receivers touches for Darius Slayton.
Well, okay, but here's like the biggest part about this. Wan'Dale Robinson has shown some positive signs.
Yes,
and
I like
could be a good player.
Yeah.
Jalen Hyatt showed some positive signs. Maybe if he's got somebody who's going to take some shots and throw him the ball, he could be more productive. Malik Neighbors is phenomenal. You should draft a receiver this year. So if there is a world where he ends up being the 5th receiver on your roster and you're paying him $12 million a year, I'm going to lose my mind. This is a special teamer.
It's crazy to me that you guys, like, this move is worse to me than Dallas re-signing Kevontae Turpin 3 years, $18 million.
Well, he's a good kick returner.
He's fine.
That would have been a good contract for Darius Slayton.
Yeah, that would have been great. $36 million for Darius Slayton. This is Kyle Lowry. I'll give you 7 points. What do we do?
By the way, congrats on signing Liam McCullough to a 4-year extension.
Hey, he's been reliable. He's been solid. I am very excited for Divine Diablo. He is a fast, rangy linebacker. Shades of Kamal Ishmael. Steamed up for him.
I snapped with McCullough once, and he was one of those guys that, like, very few guys that I was around where I was just like, oh, this guy's going to probably be in the NFL for a really long time. Like, he could not have been any more consistent and just like the most
machine.
Yeah, just one of those dudes who shows up, snaps the ball, and he just kind of stands up and like acted like nothing happened. Meanwhile, the rest of us are not as big as he is, and also just not as natural at it as he is.
Happy with McCullough.
He's a good player.
Happy with the special teams ops. I've never said, oh, McCullough, that snap was bad for Koo, and that's why he shanked it. No, he's always right there in the holder's hands.